Small correction, I'm actually the very proud City Councillor from Ward 3, which is home to our industrial legacy industries, and I'd like to also take a moment to thank everybody for making this summit a priority today and to welcome our visiting municipal colleagues, our MPPs, and our MPs from all parties and levels of government. I'd like to also pay particular welcome to all the steel workers, the retirees, the members of the Hamilton Area Steel Council, the USW locals here in Hamilton who are here today and have been the backbone of this city for well over 100 years. But by the time NAFTA was introduced, we watched our jobs shipped down south to lower wages, lax environmental regulations, and deep tax breaks. Yet our workers in legacy industries that they supported continued to weather the storm, if I could borrow a phrase from our opening speaker, Richard Dearden. And although this most recent crisis, the steel tariffs, are but one factor in an ongoing impact to our local steel economy and its related businesses, our workers, their families, and our surrounding neighborhoods, I would like to take a time to support the earlier comments by Mark Rowlinson that from a macro level, it is our very economic system that places the profits over the people and the capital over the communities that has put our legacy industries in jeopardy. First with the local jobs through NAFTA, and now with the looming possibility of the U.S. auto tariffs, which are the very core of our steel and manufacturing sectors. I would like to add to this forum, for the public record, that my friend and leader of the official opposition, Andrea Horwath, in stating that any strategy to support the future of our steel industry must have a central focus for our workers and for our working class economy. They are the backbone to this ecosystem. And equally as important for both the health and safety of our people, we must, as stated in the panel earlier, include significant investments in advanced, sustainable technologies for steel production to limit the ecological impacts on our surrounding neighborhoods and communities. Our workers are our neighbors. Our neighborhoods are our workers. In keeping with the Buy Canadian retaliatory mandate, as a municipality, we need to double down on local procurement, which is something I have been steadfast for 4 years during this term of council. We have to go further. We have to look at community benefits that are not just about development and major infrastructure, but also for the industries as well. We must provide future generations of workers a fairer and more cooperative economy that includes our steel industry. And I'm talking good jobs over this growing precariat. I'm talking about benefits and pensions that are protected and not placed on the chopping block anytime a hedge fund decides to take a gamble. And with the past disruption to U.S. steel under Stelco, we watched as our retirees saw their decades of deferred wages stolen in exchange under CCAA. We watched as the bankruptcy proceedings cascaded across all the local Associated Steel businesses to see their invoices go unpaid and their accounts wiped out. I have personally attended picket lines for the workers locked out at Mana for the entirety of this term. And of course, just this spring, before the announcement of the U.S. tariffs, I may add that our city watched as Mitt Romney's Bain Capital took over and subsequently bankrupted Hamilton Specialty Bar, leaving in its wake 125 workers out of jobs, 400 pensioners put under enormous social pressure. So in conclusion, I must restate for this public record that any strategy planned for the future of our closed-loop steel economy must put local workers and the ecology at its center. Thank you for the time, Frank, and thank you for everybody making time to be here today.